High water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Those of you cross-watching, in today's reading, we're going to take a look and see what the universe wants you to focus on right now. Okay, so what messages does the universe want to reveal to you? What areas should you be focusing on right now? It is going to be a general reading, guys. Please just keep that in mind. If you're after a personal tarot reading with myself, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed below the video. Okay, there seems to be a very strong energy of solitude here in the reading, and for a lot of you, I feel like you're used to being alone. You are, and it doesn't feel like a loneliness. This period of solitude does not feel like you're lonely. Not really, okay? Because for some of you, I feel like you're taking the time to maybe intentionally be single, or you're taking the time to intentionally spend a little bit more time on your own. And what's happening right now is that for those of you that are not used to, you're not used to spending so much time on your own, or you're not used to spending so much time, just being with yourself. It does take time. It does take getting used to. So just give it time and just be a little bit more patient with yourself. But what's happening right now is solitude is helping you to grow. This period of solitude is helping you to get to know yourself a little bit better, okay? When you're by yourself, you are able to make choices and you are able to make decisions without anyone else influencing you, okay? Without anyone else diluting your choices, your decisions, or influencing them in any way, shape, or form. It feels like you're on your own right now, or you will be spending a lot more. I see you spending a lot more time on your own. And for some of you, it is intentional. For others, maybe it's not so intentional. Maybe it wasn't necessarily through, a decision or a choice of your own. There may have been a tower moment, okay? A destructive tower moment that has put you in a position where you're kind of on your own, okay? You're doing your own thing, you're trying to focus on you, and it may feel uncomfortable. For some of you, it may feel uncomfortable because you've got certain cards. You've got the Seven of Wands, you've got the Nine of Swords, and of course you've got the Tower moment, indicating that some of you might be resisting this period in your life right now, where for some of you, maybe it does feel lonely, okay? It's not necessarily coming across that way, but for some of you, maybe it does feel that way. Maybe, it does feel a little lonely for others of you. And for some of you, maybe it feels a little uncomfortable because you're not used to spending so much time on your own, or you're not used to being where you are right now. But what's happening is that when you choose to spend time on your own, without necessarily worrying about, anyone else's feelings or, anyone else around you, you start making choices on your own, okay? And that will you will start to get to know yourself better. You will start to develop a lot more insight into who you are, into the kind of person that you are and the kind of person that you aspire to be. So being alone right now, or being on your own right now, even though it might feel uncomfortable, understand that it's helping you to become more comfortable in your own skin, okay? You're getting to know yourself. You're getting to know more about yourself, more about where you are, where you want to be in life, the direction that you're heading in. So, and the better equipped that you'll be to your authentic self, okay? Especially when others are around you. So the more that you get to know yourself, the more connected you are to your authentic self. Okay, alone time could also improve not only your relationship, okay, because I think that's what really the focus is right now. It's improving your relationship, the one that you have with yourself, okay? And once that relationship improves, the relationships around you, whether they're romantic or even like with siblings or friends or anything, those relationships are going to improve as well. So spending time spending sort of time alone kind of helps break down barriers, okay? Especially when you set time aside for solitude. It kind of breaks down barriers between, you and people around you, especially people who don't necessarily fit into your inner circle. Okay, it's also it's right now I see that, you know, it's boosting your creativity. So right now I think your creativity, your inspiration is being heightened here, and it's also boosting your productivity. It's, for example, and this is why, you know, this is, you know, one of the many reasons why like artists, musicians and writers and painters and authors seek solitude, especially when they want to create a piece of work or a piece of art, because a private, and you know, that's why they sort of often go to a private space to create, you know, to create that work, because it allows them to be more creative. Okay, and solitude, being on your own, it fosters this energy of creativity. So for those of you, you know, artists, or for those of you that have inner artists in you and you just don't know it, there's this energy and there's this vibration of creativity now. So spending time alone is going to absolutely enhance and heighten that energy, heighten and those creative juices of yours. Okay, so you know, it can absolutely skyrocket productivity. And for some of you, maybe this is what the Nine of Swords is about. You know, you're getting a lot of sleepless nights because that's when you're getting a lot of your creative work done, right? Believe it or not, you're becoming mentally stronger, whatever it is that you're going through. And I know it's like a tower moment or two, or even several for some of you, but you know, it's making you mentally stronger. I know it's going to take some time for you to get used to, but it's strengthening you. Okay, it's certainly strengthening you. It's strengthening, you know, your character. It's strengthening like resilience. It's building resilience. It's fostering your creative energy as well. Right now, I think, you know, this pause that you have, and I think it's a good way of looking at it, right? Some of you, you know, some of you might look at it as a standstill, you know, a stalemate, a stagnation, but I like to look at it as a pause, a stillness. Okay, that's how I see it. It's like everything around you is, you know, everything around you is moving, and there's a certain energy of busyness, but you seem to be standing still. Okay, or at least that's how it feels like to me. The universe is giving you an opportunity to plan ahead. It's giving you an opportunity to plan your life. Okay, and whilst it's important to have, you know, like joint goals with, you know, like romantic energies, your romantic partner, family members, you know, business partners or friends. It's important to have those, you know, shared goals and shared intentions, but you also need to make sure that you're living your best life, okay? Not your partner's best life, not your best friend's best life, but your best life. So this is what's happening now. This pause, the universe is saying, you know, you need to do more for you. You need to take better care of yourself, especially your mental health. You also need to plan for you, okay? Learn to plan for you. And be very proactive about planning out your life, or planning out the next few steps. You don't need to have it all planned out, or you don't need to have it all figured out, but make sure you do plan some things. Reflection as well. The Hermit is a very wise figure, okay? He spends his time in solitude because he knows just how much, you know, being on your own or being alone, just how much it can give you. So I feel like this pause is also allowing you to sort of reflect on your goals, on your dreams, on your aspirations, any intentions that you have. So it's, I know there's a hustle and bustle, or there's this busyness going on around you, but you have this time to sort of, you know, take a break from all of that and just think about whether you're living the life that you want, okay, or whether you think you're on the right path, or you're at least one step closer to where it is that you need to go. And for some of you, you know, if you come from a big family, or if you're so busy and you can't necessarily take the time away and just break away, you know, you don't need to set aside such huge chunks of time. You can just take, you know, 10 minutes out of your day each day, and that will build up over time, okay? Because that can give you enough to rejuvenate. And I think rejuvenate is a really good word, because this is what this pause, this stillness, wow, is doing for you. It's like it's allowing you to recharge your batteries, rejuvenate. So just, you know, if you can just find the time to sit quietly, still your mind, just to do some reflecting. The busier you are, okay, the busier you are mentally or emotionally, or just like generally, the more you're likely to benefit from this stillness, okay? Because in a time where everything is constantly moving, it's so important to just sort of slow down, okay? And However, like people, you know, you can slow down differently. Whatever works for you. You can meditate. You can, you know, you can journal. You can just take a hike in nature. Go for a walk. It's up to you. But whatever you do, like silence your mind, but also silence your electronics, guys. Okay, because you know these days those things are constantly going off. So if you can silence your electronics and just allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts. Okay, let those thoughts just flow through you. Also, just take the time to do you more, okay? Just do more activities that you enjoy, okay? That even though if they're little, like what's your favorite film, engage in activity that you like doing that makes you happy. You know, go to dinner alone, take yourself out to dinner, you know, eat or get takeout, you know, whatever. Do things that make you feel comfortable. For those of you that are spending a lot of time, or you're kind of new to this whole being alone thing, if you're not used to solitude, like the aloneness and the silence, it can feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. So just push through, okay? Because essentially what's happening, you know, there's this hectic energy going on around you, okay? There's, you know, and basically your outer world is mirroring your inner world, okay? So if you've got a lot of stuff that you're just, you know, you're going through, if there's a lot that's just happening, essentially that's what's happening with your inner world, okay? So you need to learn to still that. And you are absolutely the architect of your life, okay? So this quietness or this stillness that you're experiencing now is just the universe's way of saying, you know, hold still, be still, and you just sort of have to learn to find your balance again, okay? So reconnect your batteries, recharge your batteries, rejuvenate here, connect to yourself, okay? And it's all about finding your authentic self, because again, you know, when you're constantly spending time, you know, when you're constantly around other people, it's their influences rub off on you. And you guys are water signs, you tend to really absorb other people's energies and vibrations very, very quickly. So it's probably, you know, really important for you guys to take the time to just pull away and, you know, just spend on your own, right? Just to do some reflecting, you know, gather your thoughts, gather your feelings so that you can move forward positively and in the direction that you want to go, okay? That there's a lot that you're trying to manifest, and there's a lot of intentions that you're putting out there, but you might agree with me when I say you've experienced or you are experiencing some blockages. Now that's just due to that really like hectic energy that I see, or that's just due to the tower moments. But don't forget, you know, the people and the circumstances that you attract into your life say a lot about your energy, okay? So again, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So, you know, if on the outside things are just crazy and hectic and just chaotic, that's saying a lot about your inner world. So that's why it's so important to pull back and just check in with yourself. All right, guys, and I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support to the channel by liking, sharing, or subscribing. Do hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel to grow. And thank you guys again. Bye.